Hey, City Point Church, you haven't seen me for a while, of course, because I've been on sabbatical, but we're getting ready to launch this new campaign, and it's so important that we made preparations for it before the sabbatical began. And so I will be back soon, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing you. But for now, I want to give you some information. You know, God has been growing His family known as City Point Church. And friends, a growing family needs a home, so we're building for the future. Those of you that have been a part of City Point Church for some time know that we successfully accomplished phase one of what we've called Building for the Future. That ended earlier this year, and we have raised over $1 million toward our future building. And so now it's time for phase two, which we're calling, Building for the Future 2.0. In Building for the Future 2.0, we have some goals, and I'll explain those to you in a moment, but we don't have an ultimate set budget. And the reason for that is we don't know exactly when we're going to be able to build. And so we have kind of two moving targets. One is the development of the land, and the other moving target, of course, is the cost of construction, which when we do start to build, we'll know then what those costs are. We do know that it's going to cost over $4 million, something like that. But again, there's no absolute set cost. But bottom line is we still need to raise funds for this. We've seen God's provision. We've seen the faithfulness of God's people. And we're, as we get into Building for the Future 2.0, we're going to see that, I think, even more so. So let me tell you some of the details of what we're calling Building for the Future 2.0. It is a 12-month campaign, something that we're starting in the month of December 2024, and that will end in the month of November 2025. So 12 months campaign. And what we're aiming for, this is one of the first goals, friends. What we're aiming for is 100% participation. That means if City Point Church is your home, if this is the place that you find ministry, that you serve and are served as a part of the family of God, then we want you to participate in Building for the Future 2.0. It's really important, young or old alike, 100% participation. That's what we're looking for. So we want you to be a part of what God is doing in and through City Point Church. And of course, that's experienced in lots of ways, but in particular, we're talking about Building for the Future. So I want you to please consider making a pledge in this 12-month campaign, making a pledge toward Building for the Future 2.0. I already mentioned the first goal, which is 100% participation. And if we can get 100% participation, then I think we can reach our second goal as well. Our second goal is to raise $250,000 in this 12-month campaign. And I believe that God can work through us and do the things that we can't do to bring that goal to fruition. I think that's pretty cool. I think it's a very lofty goal. It's a faithful goal, and I believe that God can help us with this. So here's how we're going to go about this. 3 things, and you probably guessed the first one, is to pray. Of course, this is a part of our strategy. We want to get everybody praying about Building for the Future 2.0. And so take the month of November and seek God and ask God to help you come up with that pledge number, that dollar figure that you're going to give each month for the next 12 months. And really make it a matter of prayer. Ask God to challenge your faith and something that will stretch you and grow you, that will be an expression of generosity and an expression of gratitude in the goodness of God in your life. For yourself, for your family, let it be a time of spiritual growth. Let it be a time of unity in your family, include the kids. And so you're praying about that particular dollar figure for your monthly pledge. Secondly, you're going to make your pledge. You're going to have the month of December to do that. Now, we're going to have 2 specific Sundays in December where we're going to promote that, but of course you can give anytime during the month of December. So the first Sunday would be December 8th, and the second Sunday would be December 15th. So you're going to pray, and then you're going to make your pledge And then the last thing, number 3, would be a pledge keeper. The campaign runs, as I said, from December 2024 to November 2025. So the first month you make your pledge will be the month of December, and then for those next months in 2025. So in being a pledge keeper, you're going to give that committed pledge each month for the duration of the campaign. And you might even consider automating your giving so that you just know that it's going to happen, and that's, I think, a great strategy. Lots of people do that. So remember, a growing family needs a home, and I want to thank you for being a part of this family known as City Point Church. Our goals, 2 things: 100% participation and $250,000 in this 12-month campaign. And I believe God's going to help us. I believe we're going to see God's provision, and I hope and pray that you can believe God with us in this way. Grace and peace to you, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.